Morning, everybody. I'm just going to take a seat for a second. I want to talk to you before we get started. Okay, if you remember last time, I put a whole bunch of exercises on the sheet and we went through, well, at least 10 or 12 of them, and I asked you to go ahead and send me the one or two that you really like to do, and we would create a workout. The last class did that, and about 4 or 5 students just emailed me and said, oh, I really like to do the bear crawl, I really like to do the plank, or my favorite one's jumping jacks. And we created a workout according to what their needs were or what their desires were. So you can do that. None of you have done that yet, so I'm hoping that some of you will after this video. But here's what we're going to do. I'm sitting down for a reason, okay? And I told you there's a couple tricks to getting yourself moving, because sometimes we just don't want to move. We're just like, oh, don't feel like it today. I'm a little bit lazy today. I really don't want to go ahead and do that chore. I really don't want to do my homework, even though I should. So look, my domain is exercise, and I know a lot of people don't like to exercise. So a trick that you can use to get yourself up and moving is to do what we do at school, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We do it in a way to go ahead and get you focused, but you can use it in a way to go ahead and get you moving, okay? So when I get to 1, I'm going to count backwards. When I get to 1, let's say I didn't feel like doing it today, and I know I should do it, okay? When I get to 1, I'm just going to get up and I'm going to start, okay? And you kind of say this to yourself, or you can say it out loud. You can use it for anything. It doesn't just have to be getting up and moving. 5, 4, 3, 2. When I get to 1, just get up. And then what you'll see is the other thing I told you is once you get started, it is kind of a little bit easier. You feel like, well, I'm already doing it, so I'm going to keep going. All right? All right. So with that in mind, and the other thing is, I really don't care what you do, just get moving, all right? There are some sequences involved in some of the things, but for the most part, get away from the screen, get away from the TV, and get up and walk or jump rope, bounce a basketball, it doesn't matter. Let's start with the sun salutation, just to get our bodies moving. I hope you remembered it. Reach up, breathe in. We're going to do one nice, long and slow one, and then dive down, legs straight, touch your toes. Just stay there. If you can't touch your toes, touch your ankles. Come up to your knees, hold that position. Now go back, slide your hands down to your ankles. If you can get down to your toes, get down to your toes. Okay, from here I want you to go into a plank. Hold that. You can rock back and forth a little bit on your heels and your toes. Okay, put your knees on the mat. Put your belly on the mat. Now reach your shoulders up into this cobra position. Have your head go up. Stretch out your back. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, go back down and go into downward facing dog. Keep your legs straight. Occasionally we can bend them and then put them straight again. Good. And then I want you to keep your arms straight, but get your head in between your elbows. And keep your legs straight. Okay, now step up 1 foot by 1 hand. And then knee on the ground, hands on your hips, and reach back, your shoulders back, chest out, and you can feel it stretching right there. Let's hold it. It feels good to stretch that part of my body. Let's get your hands on the mat again, and let's step up with the other leg. Hands on your hips and stretch out the other leg. Then come all the way back. That feels so good. Okay, go back into a plank. Let's hold that. Step up in between your hands, feet in between your hands, straighten your legs, touch your toes, and then reach up. Small circles with your arms out. Okay, let's make a little bit bigger circle. A little bigger. Much bigger. Let your arms cross. Good. Okay, then go the other way. Big circles, letting your arms cross. Then make a little bit smaller circles. A little smaller. A little smaller. Smaller. Hold them out there. Now, remember I talked to you about the Behira point? That was the point, let's talk about an exercise where you really don't feel like doing it anymore. It's starting to become uncomfortable or discomforting. Okay, now you're going to make a choice whether you're going to continue or not. That's your Behira point. And it just doesn't happen in exercise, it happens everywhere. At some point you're going to say, oh, I'm done doing homework, or I really don't want to read anymore, or I don't want to do the chore. That's the Behira point. It's starting to feel, you really feel it right here in the shoulders. So if it's too much, if it's painful, you stop. Discomfort, you can keep going. So I'm really starting to feel it now. Some of you, if you can keep up with me, then you're really feeling it. If not, just drop your arms. You're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. You're going to get better at it. Okay, drop them. That's the Behira point. Okay. All right, next. I listed here 10 exercises. And I don't know what we're going to do today. What I did was I listed them 1 through 10. And what I have here is cards 1 through 10. So whatever card I pick, we're going to do that. So it's going to be completely random. Ready for the first one? And we'll do it for probably about 30 seconds, and then we'll move on to another one. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. If you go ahead and email me, tell me which one you like, we'll do that one. That'll be one of the choices. Okay, so let's pick the first one. It's a number 10. Number 10 on here is a burpee. Okay, ready? Let me move my mat just a wee bit. All right, remember what a burpee is. Squat, plank, squat, up, squat, plank, squat, up. Let's keep going. We're going to do it for at least 30 seconds. Keep going. Oh, I like this. All right, one more. Okay, good. Okay, my 4th and 5th grade class, 3 kids sent in what their favorite one was, and we incorporated that into those. Okay, here's the next one. Let me shuffle them. Now, we could pick a 10 again. I don't know. It's going to be completely random. 9. 9 is a bear crawl. Okay, ready? So you probably have more space than me. I don't have a lot of space. I'm going to go kind of randomly. Okay, on all fours. Go any way you want. Okay, looking good. So, as you notice, I really don't care what we do because the important thing is just to get moving. So it doesn't matter to me. Okay, I'll shuffle the cards. Here's the next one we do. It's a 2. Sumo sit. Okay, ready? Down. Make sure you got a 90-degree. This one would be a real good one to do the Behira point, but I think we'd have to do it for more than 30 seconds. But not too much more. I'm starting to feel it already. Feeling it yet? I am. Let's go a few more seconds. If the Behira point's too much for you, then stop. If you can work through it, do it. Okay, good. Woo! All right, shuffle the deck. Pick one randomly. A 10 again. Oh no. Okay, it's burpees. I really don't like burpees. I have to do it again. All right, ready? Let's go. Squat, back, squat, up, squat, plank, squat, up, squat, plank, squat, up, squat, up, squat, up, up, squat, up. One more. Okay. All right. Shuffle the deck. Can anybody tell me what is the likelihood of me picking any one of these? Okay, there's 10 of them. What's the percentage of me picking any specific one? If you know the answer, go ahead and email me with that answer. Okay, I'm going to pick another one. And that is, oh, I hope it's not a 10 again. 4. 4 is push-ups. Okay, so for you guys, you can do push-ups a couple ways. Let's do it on your knees. Keep your back straight. Touch your nose to the ground and back. If you can do it with a straight plank, do that. If not, get on your knees. Make sure your heels are up. And you'll really feel the push-up by doing that. Okay, a couple more. Excellent. All right, I think let's go ahead and shuffle the deck again. And let's hope it's not a number 10, because I really don't like burpees. 2. 2 is sumo sit again. Okay, ready? Get down. Let's hold it. So I don't know how many we did, but I know we did sumo sit twice. We did burpees twice. We did push-ups. What else did we do? I don't know, maybe we'll do one more. Okay, that's good. All right, last one, and then I want to do a mindful sit with you. Totally random. Please not a 10. 1. That's an ace, that's 1. Cat cow. Excellent. Good way to end it. Get on all fours. Arch your back like a cat. Drop your belly like a cow. Breathe in like a cat. Drop your belly, breathe out. In cat. Out cow, drop your belly. In cat. Okay, while we're here, let's get into a butterfly position. Heels touching, toes touching. Grab your toes. Pull your wings in. And let's just slow down a little bit. Excellent. All right, so I want to do a minute or so of a mindful sit. I'm going to get my chair ready. You can get your chair. And let me explain what I'd like you to do today. We're going to do about 1.5 minutes of a mindful sit. So the challenge is, can I sit there quietly doing nothing, kind of without moving? If you need to have a scratch, you can scratch. Obviously, we're just going to breathe in and out. So get your feet on the ground. I'll explain a little bit more. Back kind of straight. Let's go to, we're going to go to about 1730. Now what I want you to do is, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. If not, just have your gaze down towards the ground. Focus on your breath in, slow. Focus on your breath going out slower. In slow, out slower. While we do this, our mind is going to be off in thoughts. We're going to have a thought, and that's perfectly natural. That's what happens. But what I want you to do is not be distracted by the thought and come back to the breath, okay? In slow, out slower. If you're lost in a thought, come back to the breath. All right, let's go ahead and slowly open our eyes. Don't get up yet. I just want to talk to you for a second. We never just jump straight up, even though we're only doing it for 1.5 minutes. How many of you had a lot of thoughts? I did. How many of you were distracted by the thoughts? Occasionally I was. And were you able to come back to your breath? Well, I hope so. That's the idea. That's how we strengthen that concentration muscle. Okay, so that's our workout for today. Email me with whatever exercise you like, and I'll see if we can incorporate that into our next workout. Okay, that was great. Talk to you later.